Hello, welcome student. Today we learn about the magnets. Student, first of all we are discuss about the discovery of magnet. Long ago there lived a shepherd named Magnus in Greece. Whenever he went to graze his sheep, he would carry a stick with him, an iron cap fixed on one top of its ends. One day, when he was returning home, he felt that something was pulling the stick. He thought it was an odd feeling. Magnus must have walked just a few steps when he felt the pull once again. The stick also felt heavy. He turned around to see who it was, but he did not find anyone. He then looked at the stick suspiciously and saw a piece of rock attached to it. He was amused to see that the piece of rock was being attracted towards the stick. He soon learned that a few other rocks in the region behaved similarly. This was probably the beginning that led to the discovery of magnet. Today we know that a certain type of rock called magnetite is a natural magnet. Student, those of you who have played with a magnet must have realized that it does not attract all kind of things. It attracts a pin but not a pencil. A magnet possesses the unusual property of attracting only certain metals. That metals are iron, cobalt, and nickel. Students, which of the following material does a magnet attract? Yes, only nail. That means there are two types of material, magnetic material and non-magnetic material. Material which attracts by a magnet are called magnetic material. Iron, cobalt and nickel are magnetic material. A magnetic material will contain at least one of these metals. Non-magnetic does not attract by magnet. All kinds of wood, paper, plastic, glass and other metals such as aluminium, zinc, copper are non-magnetic materials. Nowadays, man-made magnets have different shape and size. They are called as bar magnet, circular magnet, horseshoe magnet, cylindrical magnet, and they are used for different kind of useful things such as television, telephone, doorbell, computers, headphones and speakers. If any magnet is brought close to iron filings, the iron filings stick to the ends of the magnet. The end portion of magnet is called the poles of magnet. It have two poles, north pole and south pole. If a bar magnet is suspended freely, it will always remain in the north-south direction. This is called the directive property of magnet. You know student, the earth itself is like a giant magnet. It has two separate magnetic poles. These poles are close to the earth's geographic poles. A freely suspended magnet responds to the magnetic force of the earth and points in the north-south direction. This is known as the directive property of a magnet. You know student, a magnetic compass is a small spherical box. It is used to know the directions. It has a magnetic needle freely suspended on non-magnetic rod. This directive property of a magnet is used to make a compass. Since the needle in the compass is a magnet, no matter where you place the compass, its needle will always pointed in the north-south direction. Ancient people was used this property of magnet to find the direction in desert and ocean. If you bring two magnets closer to each other, they behave in definite manner. You know, student, like poles of magnet repel to each other, while unlike poles of magnet attract to each other. This is one of the most important property of magnet. Students, do you know that the two poles of magnet cannot be separated? The two poles of permanent magnet cannot be separated just by cutting the magnet into pieces. If a magnet is cut into several pieces, each piece becomes a separate permanent magnet. Each piece has north pole and south pole. Student, this is an experiment on temporary magnet.
I don't really know what comes next. I'm just doing my best, even though I'm so stressed out. Everything just feels like a test that I fail, so depressed when I can't seem to get out. But something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can and I won't. That's what guides me the most. Your lies, I'll do what I want. I'm inspired by thirst, I'm inspired by worth. I desire your worst, so you can just hide while I work. I ain't tired, you first. I'll write a second, third verse about the lies you go disperse. You never did shit, I know it hurts. But something deep inside won't let